Top of the day, all the way to the bottom of the night. Whenever you get this, is when you need to get it, when you need to see it, when you need to receive it, when you need to let it soak in, when you need to let it marinate. Let it become a part of you. Most High, speak to me and speak through me. What is the message for today? I ask that my ancestors, my high vibrating ancestors, protect me as we do this reading. As this message comes to me and goes through me. I want to speak about free will. Having the decision, having a choice to make your own decisions. But with making your own decisions, you have to deal with what comes with it. You have to deal with the consequences. Consequences could be good, consequences could be bad. But with free will, you have to take the good with the bad and the bad with the good. Free will. Free will. Nobody can make you do what you don't want to do. Start from the beginning. In the Garden of Eden. The devil did not make Eve want to know what God knows. See what God sees. It was her own free will that was curious. The enemy planted the seed because he felt that curious spirit upon Eve. I don't believe that Adam had that curious spirit because he was already living in the garden. He did what he believed, and he believed in the Most High because the Most High is all what he saw, all what he heard. But the enemy had to come in and disrupt the flow of life. Because he wanted to put his 2 cents in. He wanted to have his hand in it. He wanted to be seen. He wanted to be heard. He wanted to be felt. He wanted to exercise the little bit of power that he had, which was to trick, to destroy, to confuse. Every creature that the Creator created. Free will. You have a choice to believe in the Most High. You have a choice to believe in the devil. You have a choice to have faith in the Most High, or you have a choice to have faith in the devil. But the consequences that come with it, you have to pay for it. Nobody can pay for your decisions. Only you. So, when it's there, you finna see what comes out. First card out is failure. If you choose, if you make a decision to follow the devil, your life will be a failure. Failure. I understand that mistakes is only an opportunity to learn. Now, when you make a decision to have a conversation and agree with the devil, it is only an opportunity to learn that he is not trustworthy. Failure. Humor. Failure and humor. When you have a failure, you have no humor. There's nothing funny when you fail. There's nothing hilarious. These are two different emotions. These are two different emotions. Humor. I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. Adam had humor. He enjoyed the journey of life that the Most High graced him with. Eve did not enjoy her life. It was a failure as soon as she had a conversation and agreed to obtain knowledge that the Most High had. Well, it was all a trick, because the enemy tricked her in believing that she would know what the Most High knows. Imagination. Imagination is a beautiful thing. Images in your mind. The Most High can give you images, give you visions. The enemy can speak something to you to allow you to imagine an image in your mind. Free will is your choice. I embrace and nourish the creative aspect of my mind. Imagination. Images in your mind. You gotta see who is sending the images to your mind. What do you read? What do you see? What do you watch? What do you hear? What do you listen to? All those things bring images in your mind that create your imagination. And your imagination is the way you think, the way you break things down, the way you see things. Abundance. The Most High will always get you into an abundance. The enemy will always trick you that you will be abundant. Because whatever the Most High gives you, it lasts. Whatever the enemy gives you a losing of will not last. Because it's not the real thing. It's not authentic. It's not genuine abundance. It's trickery. I am limitless. I am a limitless being, and I can manifest whatever I desire in my physical reality. When you have a great imagination, with humor in your imagination, abundance will follow. Once you know that you are limitless, and you know that who gives you an abundant mindset, a mentality, abundant thoughts. You see, the Most High gives you that abundant. If you live right, if you live with love in your life, in your heart, in your soul, in your spirit, you will be abundant. Abundant with love, because whatever you put out, it comes back. But see, the enemy, he will tell you, if you worship me, I will give you this. The Most High never said to worship him. He just said to love him. Free will. Free will is a beautiful thing. Can't nobody make you do nothing that you don't want to do. But the enemy will trick you into worshiping him, and then he will trick you by giving you short-lasting abundance. Well, he can't even give you that. It just appears to be abundance. It just appears that you are living good, that you have everything that you want. But when you snap back into reality and you see that it was nothing but a failure, then you will have regret. Then you will have, you will feel like a failure. When you're dealing with the enemy, you will feel like a failure. When you're dealing with the Most High, you will have abundance. You will have humor. You will have beautiful, loving images and imaginations and thoughts. What else we got going on around here? When you deal with the Most High, you will have success. You see, if Eve would have not listened to the enemy that set her up for failure in the beginning, and that was the first card out. That's how I started this story in the beginning. If Eve would have never gave away her free will, she would have never failed. She would have had humor in her life. She would have had a beautiful imagination. She would have been abundant. She'd have had abundance. She would have had success. Please choose correctly. Just like Morpheus and Neo in the Matrix, the blue and the red pill. I can't choose for you. You have to choose. Do you want to stay in the Matrix and live the life that you've been living, or do you want to take the other pill that's going to open up the real world, the world of humor, imagination, abundance, and success? It is on you. Everybody has free will. Last card off for this deck. Come on. When you're dealing with the Most High, look, after you make the correct decision, if you do not make the correct decision in the beginning, the first card out was failure. Every other card is beautiful. The last card from this deck is going to be health. Come on, man. You got humor, imagination, abundance, success, and health. And I didn't even read what success is. I know that there is no greater goal than to love. I just told y'all. Love others as you love yourself. That is the if you love, you will not kill, you will not cheat, you will not lie. You have no reason to. Lying and love cannot be in the same space. It just don't go together. You see, oil and water can be in the same container, but they don't blend together. They stay separate. One is denser than the other. They don't mix. You can mix it around, but the oil still bubbles up and stays, and it floats to the top. Health. I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. If Eve would have respected her vessel that the Most High graced her to have, she would have never failed. But you know, even when you're a failure, right? And this is in life. A lot of people who fail want to see other people fail. They just can't fail with themselves. That is a bad thing to do. If you're a failure, why don't you just fail by yourself? Like this here too. If you are a cheater, why you don't go get with a cheater? Right? Why not? Y'all both cheating. It's y'all go together, y'all mesh together. It's okay. If you're a thief, why don't you go be with somebody that's just like you? Go be with a thief. Why does a thief want to be with an honest person? This is another thing. Why does and hey, nothing. We all got free will. Why does a gay person or transgender person or anything like that, a person that likes the same sex, want to go and try to be with a person that don't like the same sex? Why do you want to pull somebody down if you're a failure? I'm just saying, like this here, okay, people, there's a lot of stories out there right now where people talking or online, and they think they talking to a young lady, but in actuality is a young man dressed up as a young lady. But then when it comes down to it and the person finds out that, hold up, you a boy? Nah, I don't get down like that. Then it's a whole big brawl. It's a big mix-up. If a person, everybody has free will. If a person does not go the way that you go, why don't you go and find somebody that goes the way you go? Don't try to convince a person that don't go the way that you go to go your way. That's like two different people taking a different route. But the person that wants to go the short route want to convince the person who wants to take the long route to get on that route. But the person who's want to take the short route is trying to trick the person who wants to take the long route. I'm not saying that gay people and trans and whatever is failures, but I'm just saying, if a person wants to do what they want to do, it's your free will to do what you want to do. Why would you try to convince somebody who does not go that way to do or go the way that you are going? There shouldn't be no kind of argument. There shouldn't be no kind of things like that. A straight person wants to talk to another straight person. For me personally, I wouldn't want to talk and get with a woman who goes both ways, because you'll never know where she stands. I want a woman that wants me. I love what loves me. Now, if a woman goes the other way, why don't you just go that way and leave the person who wants a one woman, you feel me? We will eventually find that. Because I know that's healthy. That's success. That's abundance. That brings humor. Only in batteries will opposites attract. That's only in batteries. That is not. Have you ever heard of a relationship that they don't do nothing together and that relationship lasts? You only like a person who has interests in how you say? Yeah, interests just like you. I want to get with somebody who likes to go to the movies like me. I want to meet and be with somebody who likes what I like. Why would I want to go get with somebody who don't like what I like? That's what Eve did. Eve know that Adam didn't want to know what God knows. He was comfortable being a straight servant. But since she failed in listening and falling for the trap that the enemy gave her, she said, well, I'm finna bring Adam down too, because I failed. But it was his fault too, because he heard that. He should have just said, Satan, get behind me, just like Jesus told Peter. Because see, Peter didn't want Jesus to go get sacrificed, to get in trouble. But even Jesus told Peter, hey, Satan, get thee behind me. You cannot stop what the Most High has paved in this process, in this path of life that I will live. Let me get something out of Kipper Deck. Let me see what's going on here. Who do we got going on over here? Because this story goes deeper than what you think it is. This is a lot of relationships. This is a lot of stuff that's going down right now. A lot of people they don't want to be alone. They feel like a relationship is them living life. But just like they said back in the day, you come into this world alone and you're gonna leave alone. I know you want somebody by your hospital bed or your dying days. You want somebody there to make you feel like everything is gonna be all right. But they can't go with you. When you leave, they will stay here or whatever. You get what I'm saying? Even in the Titanic, them two, Pearl and whatever his name is, you know what I mean? They was in love. But did they die together? No. He loved her so much that he allowed her to stay on the board. Everybody gotta live in this world by themselves, because the one person that you cannot get away from is yourself. The only way your spirit and soul stays on this earth is inside of your vessel, inside of your body. If ever your spirit and soul leaves your body, that's it. Unless the Most High commands your spirit and soul to get back in that body and to complete the mission that what He gave you to. We all are limitless beings. We can manifest whatever we desire in this physical reality. You can manifest good health. If you eat right, exercise right, if you think right, you can manifest success. You set a goal, you accomplish it, and you keep going. But these goals I'm talking about is loving. It takes more energy. You use more energy when you hate than when you love. If you can love yourself, you can love others. But if you do not love yourself, you cannot love others. There is no way. Do you love yourself or do you lust yourself? You know, they say humor. Laughter is like it heals the spirit and the soul. To have a good laugh with yourself, to have a good laugh with your partner, to have a good laugh with your children, that creates memories. that creates health. It keeps you young. It keeps your inner child alive. Give us something, Most High. Give us something, Most High. Confirm. Right now I got distant horizon. Distant horizon. You see, with this life, with the choice that we have to make, you gotta think for the distant horizon. You gotta think for the long haul. You gotta think for the future. In the present. You gotta think for the future in the present. In the distant horizon. Always, when you using your free will, think about the distant horizons. Message of concern. A message of concern. When you go to the doctor, when you've been sleeping around unprotected, you're gonna have a message of concern. Oh man, who they been sleeping? See, and that's what. This is what you should expect when you be a cheater. Because if you a cheater with a cheater, you don't know who they cheating with. And you're going to always have a message of concern being delivered to your spirit and your soul. This doesn't have to be a letter in the mail. I'm talking about inklings. Nudges in your spirit, in your soul, gut feelings, intuition. But see, cheaters don't use intuition or discernment. They just go off the moment. And that's your message of concern right there. When you having a message of concern, you don't have no distant horizon thoughts. All you want to do is live and have fun. Get loose and turn up. Throw it in a circle and go wild. What else we got, Holy Spirit? What else we got going on for this message? Speak to me and speak through me. Just imagine you living peaceful. And then something comes into your life which takes away all the peace. As Adam, he was living peaceful. Everybody was naked, nobody worried about clothes. And as soon as Eve come in with this new ideal, now they gotta cover up, they gotta hide from the Most High. They got to do all this extra stuff. The journey. Don't make your journey long. Don't make your journey difficult. Free will. You have the choice to make your journey the way you want it. Manifest. Manifest. Manifest the journey that you want. Manifest. What else, Most High? What else, ancestors? What? I'm not gonna play. I saw it, but here we go. Ooh wee. We got courthouse. Something's happening in the courthouse. Whoever's in that courthouse, free will. And I'm getting somebody had a message of concern about the courthouse. If you have a false message, a false statement inside of that courthouse, you finna have a journey on your hands. And below that is false person. False person. False person, false statement inside the courthouse. Well, we know what kind of journey you gonna have. We know what kind of journey you finna have. We know what kind of journey you finna have. That ain't good. What else? What else? What else, Most High? And you know what? That's what I did see. Yeah. Got a privileged lady. There's no gender in these cards, all right? You can be a privileged male or a privileged guy or a privileged lady. Whoever's on whoever use their free will for the good, for humor, imagination, abundance, success, and wealth and health, you are privileged. You are privileged because you have health. You have success. You will have abundance. You have a healthy imagination. And you funny, you got humor. You can laugh about what's going on. Not be upset that people betrayed you. Even with Jesus. Judas, he betrayed Jesus with the most intimate act there is. He betrayed him with a kiss. Judas betrayed the Son of the living God with a kiss. And just think about it. Judas had to go on a journey to find and betray Jesus with the same silver that he gave back because he said that silver wasn't even worth it. He don't want to live with even spinning at what he betrayed the Son of the living God with. If that ain't a judgment, if that ain't justice, if that ain't karma, I don't know what is. So you did all of that and still did not benefit off of the thing that you betrayed the Son of the living God with. You didn't even spend not one of them. Because you can't. It's torment. When you go against the Most High and who he sends down here, you will be a failure. Back to the beginning. You will be a failure. If you sit here and think that you're gonna enjoy life when you are displaying and giving hate, lies, tricks, betrayals. You could try to put on a front if you want to, but your soul and your spirit knows the difference. Just like Judas, he knew he couldn't enjoy the rest of his life from what he did. His gut feeling, his whole, I bet you his heart wasn't even feeling right. It was palpitating. It felt like he just lost the whole world. Hey, what is it to a man to gain the whole world but lose his one soul, his spirit? What is it? You gain nothing from this world. Because everything in this world has to stay in this world. You cannot take it with your soul. I have never seen a spirit take $1, take a house, take a car, take jewelry, take shoes, take clothes. You can't take none of the physical things with you. But your memories, they will have. The way, the times that you laughed, you can take that with you with your soul. You can take that with you. Can you grab memories? I got a main male out here now, and they came out together. A privileged lady and a main male. That's the couple. And I thought I just said something about a relationship, love. Yeah, they finna get together. A privileged lady and the main male? Yeah. Because this false person lied in the court against them. I guess this is happening in the distant horizon. Just like Eve made Adam, or not even made, but convinced him to be a failure like her. That's the same thing that's going on here on the Kippur. In the distant horizons, there's going to be a message of concern. Because of a journey to the courthouse from this false person against this male and this female. Divine order. A male and a female. What else you got, Most High? Let's close this out. What else you got for us, Most High? And I'm getting something about, court of clerks. And I didn't see this. So on this false person, it's a man and a woman. So it's a couple that went down to that courthouse to give false statements against this privileged lady and this main male. You see in that distant horizon, that's later on. And they on a ship on that one. A flying ship. With the birds. But then is a ship. So somebody taking a boat ride. Somebody overseas. And then you got somebody coming in. The journey, I guess he trying to leave on the train. Where you going? Get back over here. Just like Scorpion in Mortal Kombat. Get over here! You ain't going nowhere. Yeah, and I ain't see this right here. At the courthouse, he got 2 pieces of paper in his hand. See that? From the false statement that these 2 gave. These are the people who's giving false statements in the courthouse, and he has 2 pieces of paper from the courthouse. All right. What else we got, Holy Spirit? What else we got, ancestors? What else you want to let? Who else you want to reveal? What else do you want to reveal? I guess that's the story, yeah. Yes, sir. I don't see nothing else. I don't feel nothing else. That's all I got right there. All right. Well, I'm finna get some answer. My answer oracle. Distant horizon. Distant horizon. Messages of concern. Will these false people get away with what they doing, what they did at the courthouse? Will they be brought to justice? Will they be brought to justice? Will these false people who gave that false statement at the courthouse serve judgment, justice, and karma? Explore your deeper motivations. Explore your deeper motivations. Explore your deeper motivations. You mean go deeper? That's crazy. What do y'all want to know? What do y'all want to know? Let it go. They should have let it go. You see, they should have, what I'm getting from this right here is they gonna serve time? Or are they gonna serve karma and justice and judgment and all that good stuff, all that good karma? Explore your deeper motivations. They gonna go deeper and they gonna get caught for way more. They got a lot more stuff going on. They should have just let it go. They should have just let it go. They should have walked away. They should have got on that boat. They should have got on that train instead of going down to that courthouse. They should have never put that false statement in. Don't get stuck on the specifics, okay? Go more general. You should pursue a different course of action. They should have, you see, go more general. Don't get stuck on specifics. So what they got going on got a whole bunch of twists and turns into it. What they dealing with is way more. See, a lot of people like to just be trying to run from the police officers and the courthouse and all that other stuff. But spiritual judgment and spiritual karma and spiritual justice, it is way harsher than a prison. This physical judgment. Better go more general, and that's what I'm talking about. What they got going on is too much. Don't even worry about the physical prison or the physical jail. I'm going more general. We talking about the whole, the spiritual. They should have pursued a different course of action. Something better will come instead. You see, once they go ahead and deal with what they got going on, something better for the main male and the privileged later will come later. Something better will come instead. The current energies are not leading in that direction at present. So we got I guess the detectives, but you know, the trees, the ancestors, the Most High, Jesus, the soul team, you know, the detectives, the police officers, all them, they got their job to do. So at this present time, they under investigation. In the distant horizon, so the current energies are not leading in that direction at present. At this time, it's not leading there. But as you see, as a spiral, we get into the middle of it. We get into the end of it. they got to do their investigation. FBI, CIA, or whoever, whatever alphabet boys y'all got going on, y'all just, y'all got to do y'all research. And I'm hearing tapping of phones, tapping of emails. They tapping. I don't know why y'all think that you scammers or you false people think y'all can outwit everything. Stupid. Okay. It is not for you. I'm lost with that one, so that one's gonna be my last card. It is not for you. Okay. If this message does not, if you do not resonate with this message, this is not for you. Don't put yourself in this situation and act like, yo, it's not for you. Don't put yourself in something that you do not fit in. That's like you putting on shoes that too big or too small. You will not be able to walk correctly because it is not for you. I pray whoever heard this message, and look what just fell on the floor. That main male, and something better will come instead. So I don't know if this privileged lady is waiting on this main male, or this main male is waiting on this privileged lady. Because the main male, it fell down. So that main male probably waiting on this privileged lady. And Spirit is telling you, main male, something better will come instead. Don't wait on her. Because maybe the privileged lady has something to do with the information that was given to these false people. They probably was working with the false people. So who you think you loving, who you think you want to spend the rest of your time with, hey, something better will come instead. Something better will come instead, maid male. I know this is for somebody. I know this is for somebody and me. Yes. Yes. Thank you. I appreciate y'all for spending a little time with me. 48 on the clock. That equals 12. You know. So maybe those numbers are significant to you. But please, if this resonates, hey, grab what resonates. If it don't, let it go, let it fly. Give it to somebody else whose spirit wants to get this message to. And I pray that this message reach and that person sees and take heed to the words that Spirit is trying to tell us. Free will, okay? We all have free will. Do not turn your free will into a life of failure. Turn your free will into health, success, abundance, a healthy imagination. And with all those things, you will have so much humor. You could look back in the past and laugh at what you went through, and what you grew through. All right, I'll see y'all around. See you. Peace.